What if I told you that the land of flamenco, bullfighting and tapas was once the epicenter of one of the most advanced civilizations in human history? A place where scholars, poets and architects thrived under the banner of Islam, creating a legacy so profound that its echoes still resonate today. But how did this golden age come to be, and what led to its dramatic fall? More importantly, how is Islam making a quiet yet powerful resurgence in modern Spain? Let's embark on a journey through time, exploring the rise, fall and revival of Islam in Spain, a story of triumph, tragedy and hope. Picture this: the year is 711 AD. The sun rises over the Strait of Gibraltar, casting a golden glow on the waters below. On the African shore, a young Berber general named Tariq ibn Ziyad stands at the helm of an army, gazing across the narrow stretch of sea toward the Iberian Peninsula. Behind him are 7,000 soldiers, a mix of Arabs and Berbers, united by their faith in Islam. Ahead lies a land ruled by the Visigoths, a Christian kingdom rife with internal strife and corruption. Tariq's mission is clear: to bring the light of Islam to this distant shore. But what unfolds next is not just a conquest, it's the beginning of an 800-year saga that will shape the course of history. As Tariq's ships land on the rocky shores of Gibraltar, a name derived from Jabal Tariq, or Mountain of Tariq, he does something extraordinary. He orders his men to burn their ships, leaving them with no option but to move forward. "We have not come here to return," he declares. "Either we conquer and establish the rule of Allah, or we die as martyrs." This bold move sets the stage for one of the most remarkable chapters in Islamic history, the rise of Al-Andalus. Under the Umayyad Caliphate, Al-Andalus, Islamic Spain, became a beacon of knowledge, culture, and tolerance. Cities like Cordoba, Granada, and Seville flourished as centers of learning and innovation. The Great Mosque of Cordoba, with its iconic red and white arches, stood as a testament to Islamic architecture. The University of Cordoba, founded in the 10th century, attracted scholars from across the Muslim world, as well as Christian and Jewish intellectuals. It was a time when science, philosophy, and the arts thrived under the patronage of enlightened rulers like Abdurrahman III, who declared himself Caliph of Cordoba in 929 AD. But what made Al-Andalus truly unique was its spirit of coexistence. Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived side by side, contributing to a vibrant multicultural society. Islamic Spain became a bridge between the East and the West, preserving and advancing the knowledge of ancient civilizations. Works by Greek philosophers like Aristotle and Plato were translated into Arabic, later making their way into Latin and sparking the European Renaissance. Yet, as the saying goes, all that glitters is not gold. The golden age of Al-Andalus was not destined to last forever. By the 11th century, internal divisions began to weaken the Muslim rulers. The once unified caliphate fractured into smaller Taifa kingdoms, each vying for power. This infighting left them vulnerable to external threats, particularly from the Christian kingdoms in the north. The final blow came in 1492, when the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella captured Granada, the last Muslim stronghold. The fall of Granada marked the end of Islamic rule in Spain. Muslims and Jews were forced to convert to Christianity or face expulsion. The Alhambra Palace, a masterpiece of Islamic architecture, became a symbol of lost glory. For centuries, Islam was marginalized, its legacy buried beneath the weight of history. Fast forward to the 21st century, and something remarkable is happening. Islam is experiencing a quiet but significant revival in Spain. Over the past 30 years, the Muslim population has grown tenfold, now exceeding 2.5 million. This resurgence is driven by immigration from countries like Morocco, Pakistan, and Senegal, as well as a growing number of Spanish converts. Today, there are over 2,000 mosques across the country, serving a diverse and vibrant Muslim community. One of the most visible signs of this revival is the rise of Muslim athletes like Lamine Yamal, the young Spanish winger who made history at Euro 2024. Born to a Moroccan father and an equatorial Guinean mother, Yamal is not just a football prodigy, he's a symbol of Spain's changing identity. His success on the international stage is helping to challenge stereotypes and reshape perceptions of Islam in Europe. But the story of Islam in Spain is not just about numbers or sports. It's about identity, belonging, and the struggle for acceptance. In a country where Islam was once the dominant faith, only to be pushed to the margins, the resurgence of Islam raises important questions. How does a society reconcile its past with its present? Can Spain embrace its Islamic heritage while staying true to its modern identity? These questions are not unique to Spain. Across Europe, the growing presence of Islam is sparking debates about immigration, integration, and religious freedom. In some quarters, this has led to rising Islamophobia and far-right movements. Yet there are also signs of hope. The success of Muslim athletes, artists, and scholars is helping to bridge divides and foster understanding. However, the path to coexistence is not without its challenges. In recent years, Spain has seen its share of controversies surrounding Islam. From debates over the wearing of hijabs in schools to the construction of new mosques, the Muslim community often finds itself at the center of political and cultural tensions. Some argue that Spain's Islamic revival is a threat to its Christian heritage, while others see it as an opportunity to reclaim a lost part of its identity. The role of leadership in navigating these issues cannot be overstated. On one hand, there are figures like Lamine Yamal, who represent the positive impact of Islam on Spanish society. On the other hand, there are those who exploit fear and division for political gain. The question is, which vision of Spain will prevail? As we reflect on the story of Islam in Spain, one thing becomes clear. History is not just a record of the past, it's a mirror of the present and a guide for the future. The rise, fall, and revival of Islam in Spain remind us that civilizations are not static. They rise and fall, but their legacies endure. And sometimes, against all odds, they rise again. The story of Al-Andalus is not merely a historical account, it is a profound lesson in resilience, adaptability, and the power of cultural exchange. The Islamic civilization in Spain was built on the principles of knowledge, tolerance, and coexistence. It thrived because it embraced diversity, fostering an environment where Muslims, Christians, and Jews could contribute to a shared society. This spirit of inclusivity is a timeless lesson for our modern world, where divisions often seem insurmountable. Yet the fall of Al-Andalus also serves as a cautionary tale. Internal divisions, neglect of governance, and a lack of unity weakened the Muslim rulers, leaving them vulnerable to external threats. It is a reminder that no civilization, no matter how advanced, is immune to decline if it loses sight of its core values and fails to adapt to changing circumstances. Today, as Islam experiences a revival in Spain, it is not merely a return to the past, but the beginning of a new chapter. The Muslim community in Spain is diverse, comprising immigrants, converts, and descendants of those who once called Al-Andalus home. This diversity is a strength, reflecting the multicultural spirit that defined Islamic Spain at its peak. The rise of figures like Lamine Yamal, the young football prodigy, symbolizes this new chapter. His success on the global stage is not just a personal achievement, but a testament to the potential of Muslims to contribute positively to society. It challenges stereotypes and offers a counter-narrative to the rising tide of Islamophobia in Europe. However, the path forward is not without challenges. The Muslim community in Spain faces issues of integration, representation, and acceptance. Debates over religious symbols, such as the hijab, and the construction of mosques highlight the tensions between preserving cultural identity and adapting to a predominantly secular society. At the same time, there are opportunities for dialogue and collaboration. The rich history of Al-Andalus can serve as a bridge between cultures, fostering mutual understanding and respect. Initiatives that promote interfaith dialogue, cultural exchange, and education about Spain's Islamic heritage can help build a more inclusive society. The revival of Islam in Spain is not just about numbers or demographics. It is about reclaiming a lost legacy and shaping a shared future. It is about proving that Islam, far from being a foreign or alien force, has deep roots in Spanish soil. It is about showing that Muslims can be an integral part of European society, contributing to its progress and prosperity. As we look to the future, let us draw inspiration from the past. Let us remember the lessons of Al-Andalus, its triumphs and its failures, its unity and its divisions. Let us strive to build a society that values diversity, embraces knowledge, and upholds justice. And let us hope that, just as Islam rose again in Spain, it can continue to flourish, not as a relic of the past, but as a vibrant force for the future. The story of Islam in Spain is a testament to the enduring power of faith, culture, and human resilience. It reminds us that history is not a straight line, but a cycle of rise and fall, loss and renewal. It challenges us to reflect on our own roles in shaping the future, whether we will be builders of bridges or walls, champions of unity or division. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, let's continue to explore the stories that shape our world. Peace and blessings be upon you.